Hi everyone, from now on I'm going to be focusing on specifics of what's going on in the market on a month-to-month basis. I think I've given you all a very good understanding of how condos work, the differences between pre-construction and resale, ways to sell your home faster, locations, etc. So I think really now we should dive in and focus on the month-to-month changes that we're seeing. So I think right now is a great time to dive into the fact that headlines are really sensationalizing the drops we're seeing in prices. And I just want to come forward and say to everyone that yes, we have been seeing drops, but we are not seeing drops on a year-over-year basis. We're seeing it on a month-over-month. And the good thing about this is that it's avoiding a crash or a bubble pop. It's bringing the market back down to where it should be so that we can have a stable market moving forward. If you look at the stats for the month of July, we're still up by 19.4% with only 3.16 months of inventory on our hands, which means that if we were to sell out of the GTA completely, we would only have about another 3 months left to go. Another point I'd like to make is if you look at condos specifically and what's going on in the market today, you'll notice that condos are half the price of single detached homes. Currently, single detached homes are selling for about $1.3 million in Toronto, whereas condos are sitting around $600,000 as their average price. A lot of people are finding this a safer and more convenient option as opposed to buying something for $1.3 million when they don't have that money and they don't want to start out in debt. And I really do think a big part of this is millennials buying now and saving a long-term investment so that when it comes time, they are able to afford their dream home. I brought in my friend and colleague Tom Story to talk to you guys about how millennials are becoming the driving force in the Toronto condo market, as well as how they are actually affecting the Toronto condo market. And here's Tom.
Right, so Royal LePage Canada just came out with a report called the Millennial Report, and it is basically a 15-page report talking about anyone from the age of 25 to 30 years old, and they're being defined as peak millennials. And the main thing that came out of the report is that 86% of these peak millennials still think that buying property in Canada, in Toronto specifically, is going to be a good investment. This group of people is going to change the future of our market. They're going to be the driving force, and I think the main reason why is a lot of people in that age range between 25 and 30 years old are really starting to take their job and their life maybe a little bit more seriously, and if they're in a relationship, then they have two incomes purchasing a property.
So get hitched immediately is what he's trying to say. Well, thank you, Tom. Other than that, for the month of September, we anticipate that we're going to see our listing inventory go up again as we're going into the fall season. And from there, I'll let you know in September what's coming up next. Bye, guys. Thanks.